Fly FM.
Hoodie came around when MCO started and everything like that. So I just like to know what, just roughly what the backstory was like, what the timeline was like. Who popped the idea first? Did the songwriting come first? Did the production or the ID come first? What was it like, the backstory of this?
Production first.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it was more of just us, because when we usually jam is when we try to write serious songs. And we were both working on our solo EPs. It came to a point where we felt like, okay, we have to stop working on this. This is getting too redundant. And then I just told him, like, why don't we just do something simple? Like, we can just push it out just for fun. We don't even have to think twice or think too much about it. So he worked with samples, and he had been working with samples for a long time. Yeah, so that kind of came out naturally, I feel.
Yeah, that's when the whole future beats part was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do my thing, mess around with samples and see what's gonna come out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's when she started laying down the vocals.
Yeah.
And I got the hook from there.
Yeah, and this is one thing that we've been trying to do: write more hooks. This is what the people want. Right? It's been interesting, I feel, because we've both been trying to learn newer things by doing this type of music.
Just trying out.
Yeah, trying out stuff.
What's this experience been like so far? I don't want to say you guys are working as a partnership right now, but it does seem like you're doing a lot together. You're spending a lot of time together, like you said, jamming, making EPs, and then making these collaborations yourself, Is it very different working with somebody and working alone?
There's stages of collaborating. You collaborate with producers or you collaborate with other artists, but it's kind of different in this situation because like we're not just talking about music anymore. We're really getting to know each other, so it's like very much quite transparent with each other. So it kind of like helped the process a little bit different, more interesting way rather than just
because I was just telling him that I've always found it hard to write happy music for some reason. And so the first track we ever did, I don't know if it's ever gonna come out, it was quite challenging for me because I felt like a phony writing it. But the difference between that track and this track is more of just me coming to terms with the fact that I can write a happy track, but it might not be the way that I want it to sound, and that's okay. And it's more of like having fun with it. Yeah.
On that note, you guys mentioned earlier that you're working on your individual EPs as well. Starting with you, Reddi, what can you tell me about this EP as much as possible without ruining things and getting in trouble with Juju Jahat?
Okay, so this EP that I've been really want to finish is that I feel like I am touching the side of my producer part where it's a mix of, of very band kind of sound. I feel like whatever I'm putting out in this EP is very new to me.
Right.
So it's very vulnerable, I feel, at the same time.
Right. Is it going to be like a dancey EP, like I can play it at a club, or is it going to be like an SG Lewis, laid back, put it in a car and just take a long drive kind of EP?
It's a mix of both.
Right. Okay. Okay.
So kind of keep pointing some like, okay, I've done this side of music, I want to still bring that in, and then I want to have something that I was inspired by when I was a kid, all this band stuff, and then put them together. Yeah.
All right, man. Hey, I'm sure it's gonna be fun. Good luck with that, Reddi.
Yeah, thank you.
And you, Luna, what's your EP gonna be like? You've got some songs out as well. So is it going to be a compilation of some music that's already out, some new stuff that's gonna go in there?
Yeah, it's nothing that I've put out before. It's more playful, but it's not stuck with you, and it's not your cute before, and it's definitely not Forever Summer thing. So I don't know how people are gonna perceive it, but hopefully,
New EPs, I think it's always scary, I would say. That's what a lot of people, describe it as, because you don't know if people are going to like what you put out at that. And it's your body of work, right? So I just want to say, really excited. Best of luck to both of you. Really, really a big fan of what both of you are doing. Hey, thank you so much for your time today. Before I let you guys go, you can do this individually or you can do this together as well. Anything to say to your supporters or your fans, or even any advice in regards to this weird time that we're going through right now? Anything at all?
stay safe. Even though it's a bit more lenient, try not to go out too much because there are still people who can be affected. Read that book that you wanted to read for the longest time, and be kind to yourself and to others.
She said. Exactly.
That works for me, guys. Thank you so much, Lunadira, Reddi Rocket. You guys are the best. I'll speak to you guys soon, I guess.
Okay. Thank you.
Fly FM, today's hottest music.